Hello, I'm Ken Lai. I am a strategic consultant specializing in personal development and relationships, with a deep focus on the US market. My expertise isn't about teaching you cheesy pickup lines or cheap psychological manipulation tricks. My foundation is built entirely on Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of emperors and warriors. I combine this ironclad mindset with modern behavioral psychology to decode the hidden dynamics of today's volatile dating world. My mission is simple: to help nice guys rediscover their core masculinity, build unshakable inner strength, and become high-value men. Men who don't need to chase love, but attract it by simply being who they truly are. Have you ever asked yourself this question? Why am I smart, sincere, and successful in my career, but I still fail when it comes to love? Why are the women you desire the most often cold to you, while they seem drawn to those careless guys out there? The answer isn't in your wallet. It isn't in your looks either. It lies in the subconscious behaviors you are doing every single day. In this video, I'm not here to stroke your ego. I'm here to tell you the raw, naked truth. We are going to dissect and eliminate the 12 mistakes that kill attraction. These are the errors that 99% of modern men are making right now, from failing psychological shit tests and losing your scarcity, to turning yourself into an emotional slave. And more importantly, I'm going to give you the only antidote: Stoic advice. We will learn how to shift from the posture of a hunter chasing prey to the position of a man in control, attracting exactly what he wants. If you are ready to kill off that weak old version of yourself and be reborn as a high-value man, then this video is your roadmap. Turn off your phone notifications, focus 100%, and let's begin. Hey there, I'm really glad you made it here. Have you ever found yourself in this situation? Just try to think back for a second. Everything is going great. You guys are texting back and forth, having a laugh, or maybe you're sitting across from her at a candlelit cafe. You feel that connection, and you're thinking to yourself, wow, I'm crushing this. And then, boom. Suddenly her vibe changes. She drops a cold comment about the shirt you're wearing, or maybe she brings up her ex out of nowhere, or simply she goes silent in this weird, confusing way, or challenges your opinion with a sarcastic tone. How does that feel in that moment? A little confusing, right? Does your heart skip a beat? And what is your first instinct? I bet you want to explain yourself. You want to justify things. Or worse, you feel offended and start getting angry, or you pout like a child. If you see yourself in that description, don't worry, you are not alone. A client of mine in New York, a very successful CEO, once sat right in this chair and confessed to me, "I just don't get women. Why do they like to start drama when everything is peaceful?" But guys, here's the secret that few people tell you. It's not starting drama, it's a test. In the industry, we call this a shit test. I want you to imagine this. Picture yourself as a bridge. She is the one about to drive a car full of her most precious emotions across that bridge. Before she trusts it enough to drive onto it, what does she have to do? She's going to stomp on it. She's going to shake it. She's going to test if this bridge is solid, or if a light breeze is enough to make it collapse. Women don't do this because they hate you. They do it subconsciously because their instinct craves safety. They want to know, is this man solid enough to protect me from life's storms? Or will a simple joke of mine be enough to break him? And this is where most smart men fail. When she says, "Why do you look so sloppy today?" If you turn red and say, "What are you talking about? This shirt is this brand, that brand." You just failed the test. Why? Because you let her emotions control your emotions. You entered her frame. You let her chaos invade your peace. A high-value man, a stoic man, he is like a mountain. The wind can blow, the rain can fall, she can be moody like the weather, but the mountain still stands there, still, unmoved. So what should you do? Next time, when she tests you, when she teases you or acts cold just to see your reaction, I want you to do this. Keep a cool head and a smile on your face. Don't get defensive. Don't explain. Don't get angry. Look at her with understanding eyes. Smile like you're looking at a little girl trying to prank an adult. You can hit her back with a joke, or simply stay silent and go back to what you were doing. When you are not shaken, something magical happens. Subconsciously, a deep respect will rise up in her. She'll think, wow, this man is solid. I can lean on him. Remember, your calmness is your ultimate power. Don't hand that power over to anyone, not even the woman you love. Now let's talk about a second trap. This is one that I see good men, the most genuine guys out there, falling into the most. It's about your presence, or to be more precise, your over-availability. I want you to ask yourself this honest question. When your phone buzzes and her name pops up on the screen, how many seconds does it take for you to reply? Are you in the middle of a report and you drop everything immediately? Are you at the gym and you stop mid-set just to text back? Or maybe you're out with friends, but your mind is just waiting for that notification, and when it comes, you pounce on it like a dying man finding water in the desert? I used to work with a young guy in California named Michael. Michael was the textbook perfect boyfriend. He told me, "Coach, I always reply instantly so she knows how much I care. I want her to feel safe." But do you know what happened? She gradually got bored. She started dropping hints that Michael had too much free time, and eventually she started losing respect for him. Michael was crushed. He couldn't understand what he did wrong by giving her all his time. Here's the brutal truth of life, and it's also a basic economic law that we often forget in love, the law of supply and demand. Think about it. Why are diamonds expensive? Because they're rare. Why do we take air for granted, even though it's vital? Because it's free and it's everywhere. When you are always available, when you're always just sitting there waiting, you are subconsciously sending a massive red flag. My time has no value. My life isn't interesting. You are the only thing I have. You're turning yourself into a 24/7 convenience store. And let's be real, people stop by a convenience store when they need something quick. They don't dream about it, they don't crave it, and they don't cherish the experience like they do walking into a 5-star restaurant where you have to book a table months in advance. An attractive man, a man with killer charisma, whether here in the US or anywhere else in the world, is a man with a mission. She needs to feel that you are busy building your own empire. You're busy forging your body, busy with your passions, busy conquering big goals. Your time is gold. And when a man that busy carves out 30 minutes just to talk to her, how does she feel? She feels like it's a gift. She treasures every single minute of it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you to play cat and mouse games or to purposely leave her on red for 3 hours while you're just lying on the couch watching Netflix. That's fake. I want you to be actually busy with your life. I want your life to be so vibrant and packed that replying instantly is literally impossible. Not just something you're pretending to avoid. Don't be afraid that if you don't reply right away, she'll leave. On the contrary, it's that space you create when you're away. That is exactly where her longing and desire for you have the chance to grow. Remember this, you cannot make someone miss you if you never leave. Moving on, we've covered keeping your cool and the value of your time. Now let's talk about an instinct, a great instinct actually, but one that is absolutely deadly in love. I call this the Mr. Fix-It syndrome. Picture this scenario because I guarantee 99% of you watching right now have been there. She comes home from work. She's exhausted. She throws her bag on the couch and she starts venting. She's complaining about her terrible boss, her toxic co-workers, the traffic. She's emotional. Maybe her voice is shaking a bit, or she's just really frustrated. And immediately our male brain kicks in. That ancient brain designed over millions of years to hunt and solve problems. It flips the switch to repair mode. You say, "Babe, if your boss is that bad, why don't you just email HR? Or just quit, find a new job?" Or you say, "Well, stop taking that route. Take the highway tomorrow to avoid the traffic." You think you're helping, right? You think you're being the hero providing a solution. But what do you get in return? She looks at you, totally disappointed, and says, "You just don't get it. You never listen to me." And you're sitting there confused, thinking, "Wait, I just gave her the perfect solution. What the hell else does she want?" Guys, here is the truth. Men communicate to exchange information and fix problems. Women communicate to exchange emotions and build connection. When she's venting, she doesn't need an engineer to rewire her life. She isn't broken. She's just looking for a safe container to pour her feelings into. She wants to feel, he is here. He gets how I feel. When you jump in with a solution, the message you're actually sending is, honey, you aren't smart enough to handle this. Let me do it for you. Or worse, quiet down, I solved it. Stop complaining. And what's even more dangerous is when you try to fix who she is. I've seen so many guys trying to mold their girlfriends. You need to calm down. You need to dress like this. You need to be more logical. Stop for a second and think about it. When you do that, what role are you playing in her life? You're acting like a father lecturing his daughter, or a therapist treating a patient. And mark my words on this. Women do not feel sexual desire for their father or their doctor. When you try to fix her, you kill the romance. You create a hierarchy, a superior-inferior dynamic, where you're the wise sage and she's the broken child. Sexual attraction will evaporate instantly. So what's the solution? Next time when she comes to you with a chaotic mess of emotions, don't do anything. Keep the toolbox closed. Just sit there, look her in the eye, hold her hand, and say, that sounds really rough, babe. I'm here. That's it. Give her your presence, not your solution. She is your lover, your partner. She needs a shoulder to lean on, not a site supervisor pointing out what she needs to do. Let her be herself with all those chaotic emotions and love her because of that, not in spite of it. Let's move on to mistake number 4, a habit that I bet 90% of nice guys are making every single day without realizing they are shooting themselves in the foot. That is over-explaining. Picture this. You show up 15 minutes late to a date. She checks her watch, raises an eyebrow and asks, "Why are you late?" Immediately, an automatic mechanism in your brain kicks in. You start rambling. "Oh, I'm so sorry, you know. The highway was jammed, so I tried to take the back roads, but there was construction, and then my boss called just as I was walking out the door." You talk and talk and talk. You practically write a dissertation just to answer a simple question. You think you're being polite. You think that if you give enough reasons, she'll understand and won't be mad. But let me tell you, from a behavioral psychology perspective, what is actually going on? When you over-explain, you are unconsciously putting yourself in the position of a defendant in court, and you're making her the judge. You are pleading for a not guilty verdict from her. That action screams, "I'm not confident in my value. I'm afraid of your judgment. I need your approval to feel okay." And in the world of sexual attraction, insecurity is the fastest attraction killer. Women with their sharp intuition will smell that fear instantly. They'll feel that this man is weak, easily shaken. I had a client named Tom, great guy, but every time his girlfriend asked, "Why haven't you texted back?" Tom would send back 5 massive paragraphs breaking down every single minute of his day. Tom asked me, "Why is she still annoyed, coach?" I replied, "Because you are asking her for permission to live your own life, Tom." A grounded man, a high-value man, understands one core truth. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your life. So what should you do next time someone questions you? Try switching tactics. Turn your essay into a single sentence. Late? Look her in the eye and say, "Something came up. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's go." Period. No context, no blaming traffic, no begging for forgiveness. Do you see the difference? That answer radiates ownership. It says, "I messed up, I own it, and now we move on." It's not looking for pity. Brevity creates power. Brevity creates mystery. When you don't expose every single excuse, she'll wonder, what came up? Is he doing something important? And that curiosity is the catalyst for attraction. Remember, the less you say, the more weight it carries. Don't dilute who you are with unnecessary explanations. So, you've stopped making the communication mistakes. You stopped explaining, and you stopped trying to fix her problems. That's a great start. But here is the trap. You can say all the right words, but if your body language screams insecurity, she will still lose interest. In part 2, we are going to fix your inner game. We'll talk about why you keep lowering your standards and how to build the unshakable mindset of a high-value man. You don't want to miss that. Click the video on the screen right now, and let's fix your mindset.